Hey everyone, welcome to Stratele Studios. I'm Jeff Castanon. Welcome to another No Pause video reaction and analysis. Today I have a request from my wonderful patron, Phil. He wanted me to take a look at a piece from Arvo Pärt. This is Cantus in memoriam Benjamin Britten. And I wanted to read you a little something that Phil sent me regarding this piece of music. And I just really love what he wrote. So let me read this. It says, "It's impossible to listen to this music without bursting into tears. Composed in 1977, a year after the death of the British composer he was particularly fond of, the Estonian musician powerfully expressed the tragedy of existence, the suffering in the face of death. A single note played on a tubular chime opens, accompanies, and concludes the piece. On its first occurrence, a short pattern appears. In canon, it repeats itself tirelessly from one string stand to another in a sort of paradoxical crescendo, the duration of its increasingly lower notes stretching out conspicuously as it progresses. Silence then suddenly arises when, at last, the tubular chime sounds." Beautiful description and something to look forward to as we experience this together. I love reading these setups because it really helps me to ready my mind for what I'm about to see. So let's get into this. Let's hit that play button. Here we go.
Boy, that was powerful. You know, I'm listening to this, and as I think I do with a lot of my listening experience with a lot of music that I am experiencing, is that I am processing it in a way and how it applies to me personally, and to my own experiences in my own life, which I think is not unusual. I think we all do that to a certain extent. What I kept thinking about as I listened to this and what it meant to me was, it seemed to me like this was like the life experience that we have, the beginning and the middle and the end. And I say that because the tubular chime that is being hit is like marking time. This is our time that we have to be alive, and it's clicking off every single day, getting us closer to the end, you know. So throughout what the strings are doing, you hear that in the background continuously. So that to me marks time. And what the strings are doing to me is very reminiscent of the challenges that we have in our lives and the difficulties and the heaviness. And there are parts where the strings are lighter and the lines overlap each other. The lines they overlap each other. And when those low strings come in, with those violins doing that activity, that heaviness, that seriousness of those low strings, it's so profound, with our attention being those higher strings, but then those low strings come in and it's just like, oh, it just got serious. And it, to me, reflects my life experience and how it can be a constant struggle, in one way or another. And sure, there's lighter parts of your life and times that are less difficult, but I think that there's a lot of struggle in the human existence and the human experience. And this piece of music reflects that so accurately for me. That is just amazing. I've never heard anything like this before. And I was struggling to look for a definition or a hook or something that I could anchor into that was repeating, you know, because there's this repeating
thing going on, but there's other voices going on top, and it's like it felt like it's forever changing its definition as I'm listening to it. And much like life, when you wake up every morning, you don't get the same day. Even though we think, oh, it's just another day, it's not. It's a completely different day with different things happening that you don't expect, that you can't possibly know what's going to happen every morning that you wake up. And this gives me that same kind of feeling that I don't know what's coming, even though you think and you feel that you got it, you understand how this works, and you could expect what your day is going to be like. And that reminds me of the repetitive lines that I hear in the strings. But then there are these turns and these other things that I didn't expect, and that's very much like life. Boy, Phil, that was amazing. Yeah, I really connected with that. That was so cool. Well, I'm going to put the information about this piece in the description, as always. And yeah, I suggest that you go to the original video and spend some time by yourself, some headphones on, and listen to this in solitude and see how that makes you feel. Wow, amazing. All right, well, come back for some more awesome music, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.